Alright everybody, hello and welcome back to Truesight TV for the Dragondrop League Season number 6. The caster forgot to unmute the mic. I'm not going to name any Revo, but it was Revo. I was talking about the draft, but it was muted, and I figure, you know what, let's just not upload that to YouTube. But at least I realized it before the game itself actually started. Literally wasting my breath. Anyways, we have a Drow Visage strat for NLBA up against the Big Bad Bird and Leviathan. Big Bad Bird, of course, standing in for Shibby this evening. Shredder Dota on the Slardar. We have Felion, Zebra Dota on the Shatter Demon, and Nusham Dota on the Lena. And what I predicted was an aggressive, or defensive trial lane, excuse me. Big, the Bad, the Bird, gonna be, excuse me. Mid lane on the Shatter Fiend with my personal favorite starting item build, 2 Pulled Tangos, 2 Branches, and a Wraithband, and Jenkins Dota in the off lane. He'll be on the Earthshaker, actually just starting off with 2 Clarities, no HP regen needed for him. On the other side of the river, we're going to have Noble Wings on the Morphling. Yurgity will be on your Vengeful Spirit. Expelled will be on your Drow Ranger. Wow. Thanks, Valve. Much appreciated. Nice view there. Sparky the Sharky will be here on the Visage. And KY will be on the Beastmaster. Guys, I do apologize for that mistake in the draft. I thought you guys were trolling me, like, because I do, when I'm solo casting, I have bits of pause in my drafting and in my casting and whatnot. But, so I thought you guys were just joking around with me about that. I didn't realize I actually had the mic muted. And I'm so sorry about it. At least it's good now, though. But, anyways, Leviathan definitely the favored team in this matchup. But NLBA could take game number 2 from them, indeed, as Noble Wings will be harassing out Big Bad Bird a little bit. And he does have Venge here to work with him. A Sun going to be thrown. Nothing to follow up there. They can't get up that hill. Even though they have this ward up, they don't want to say, hey, guess what? We have a lane ward. Because little do they know, Leviathan have a lane ward too. Thank you, Nusham, for that lovely sentiment. We got KY on the Beastmaster. He's in the offlane, probably working on a Soul Ring here. However, sad trombone, as the Sentry Ward has been placed here by Leviathan, and he throws out the axes just to be like, well, guess that's not an option.
Regeneration.
Meanwhile, Regen Rune picked up by the Lena. We got Jenkins picking up the Bounty Rune. He did rush a bottle here in the offlane to give him some much-needed spam. They don't want to go up against this Drow Visage tri-lane and lose, so they're just going to send Jenkins up there and say, hey, get some XP, get a few creeps if you can. We'll see what you can do in the mid-game, buddy. Good luck. Because you don't win this kind of lane. Drow is a hero who can dominate her lane quite well, especially against a solo offlaner. As she can kite, she can harass him out, she can even orb walk him to make sure he doesn't get those off. And actually, oh dear, the Sentry Ward is just missing the ward from Leviathan on the high ground over here. And we're already going to see stacks starting to come up for the Big Bad Bird on the Shadow Fiend. A very talented mechanical Shadow Fiend player, if I'm remembering correctly from the last time I saw him. Actually, very nice raise there, unfortunately. He'll get stunned by Yurgity. And managed to connect with another raise. Those are only level 2, but they still do ridiculously high amounts of damage. 175 already in the early game. Almost getting 2 damage per mana. Quite efficient. Indeed, Jenkins. Gonna be forced back toward the mid lane. Will get in position to reset for another go up there. As in the other lane, KY is not doing too hot. I'm assuming he wants to get those that Soul Ring up very quickly. He hasn't been able to CS a lot, though. Does have 6 And I'm assuming he's used the boar for that, although we haven't been looking. I need to stream snipe my own stream next time. Well, then you guys would get an echo delayed by 2 minutes, which would be very, very hard. I wish I could have realized it. Self-stream sniping. So next level. Again, thank you guys for coming out. If you're enjoying the cast now that it's unmuted, or if you enjoyed the muted version, make sure you let us know. Actually, the Big Bad Bird gonna find himself a pretty hefty stack here. 3 raises and a couple extra right clicks. Just gonna finish it off. Nice. Nushim helps him out with that. Saps some XP as well, because, you know, the support tax. It has to happen. That will be all of his bottle charges, and unfortunately, it looks like, who got the rune up here? Earthshaker. Or somebody. As, of course, we missed First Blood. Shredder, able to bring down the Beastmaster. Apparently not the Master of Fish as well, as Slaughter was not under his control, let's just say. Apparently the Deep Ones thank him for not being the master of those sort of beasts. But he's already got air and land figured out. I mean, you gotta have a weakness. I have 120 ping. Hold up. Sorry. Well. Okay, guess it's Volvo's servers. It's not like we're getting a, or what do you call it? An update tonight. They've already released a blog post detailing such things. As far as I could tell, anyway. Morphling going to go in with the waveform. Oddly enough, no adaptive strike skilled yet. Which I'd at least put a value point. In it? Maybe not so much. You know, we do have a double, even a potential triple pull here. Unfortunately, the baby mud golems will stop that from happening. A triple stack here for the Big Bad Bird, and he is dominating the board in terms of CS. 49 and 8 on his hero right now. He does have a bottle, and again, is this cannibalism? Well, most Morphling players would say, I just need the regen. Stop joking around with me, stupid caster. But I think it's an important philosophical question. I don't think it's something we can just dismiss as, oh, let Morphling have his bottle. As we let Morphling have his bottle, next thing you know, Spirit Breaker wants a hamburger, and then we're in all kinds of trouble. They will have an amplified image out here on KY, and Soul Ring is in the stash, but Flying Zebra's just like, oh no you don't. We are not going to let you have this stack. There is no stack over here for you. He'll scout it out with the Hawk, and Nushim's just like, hi, goodbye, bye-bye bird. You know the musical, bye-bye birdie. That was a short synopsis. There's bird, bird is gone, bye-bye bird. I actually don't know the plot of the musical, but we're going to see some boots flying out for Yerkity, who also has a very, very large stack here. 1, 2, 3, 4 stack for him. Shadow Fiend has just cleaned up that other stack and sitting at 76 CS, 8 minutes in. Big, the Bad, the Bird, well, he's pretty big right now. As in, very farm. Shadow Fiend going to grab a haste rune. Morph will find the bounty rune. to refill the bottle with the blood of his ancestors. I mean water. That's Big Bad Bird. Gonna come on in here. Noble Wing's in a bit of trouble. Should be okay there with Yurgity nearby. They do place down that other ward there, and I'm assuming this is just to see when the Big Bad Bird is in the lane, when he's not. Kind of like the safe lane ward you'll put over here so you know when the offlaner is left and you can be more aggressive. They will actually put the ward over here as well, but of course Leviathan going to catch that one out. As Big Bad Bird is coming on down, they will be able to take this tower at least. If Yurgity gets too close, he could be in a lot of trouble as well. The amplified damage coming out. And though it's only one kill for Leviathan, they are sitting at a 3k gold and a 4k experience lead. Net worth sitting in their favor as well in general. And they will go ahead and deward this ward. And that is a very, very sad support right over here. Saved up all his money. Got himself a ward, and it doesn't even work. You can't even return it to the store. Is the water in the bottle sentient? It's actually, while I was pondering that, it looks like Vengeful Spirit gets caught out. It's the downside to me interacting with chat. Sometimes those kind of things do happen. Of course, they take down the tier 1. And Shadow Fiend picking up a Yasha early on of all things. Not exactly standard on Shadow Fiend, but definitely can get the job done. As it will give him a good chunk of move speed to be able to keep up with Shredder there. Maybe even jump into the Drow. Speaking of the Drow, we do have a Morbid Mask and 2 Wraith Bands as well as some Power Treads picked up on her. Jenkins going to try to harass him out here, but he is in a little bit of trouble here. Should be okay though. A disruption actually coming out as Shadow Demon comes into the lane. Flying Zebra going to be forced to back off here as a armor reduction comes out to Shredder. He'll get slowed down here. Jenkins with the Echo Slam though. Takes down 2. Looking for a third. Noble Wings hit with the amplified soul catch damage as actually turns around and takes down Jenkins. They will bring down Noble Wings in return. Beastmaster going down to Shredder, and it's a 4-for-1 trade for Leviathan. Limping away from the fight, we've got Nusham and, of course, Flying Zebra, but they actually do live. And that's going to be a very big deal. This cast is more real than the Kardashian TV show. But apparently, I mean, in my opinion, that's not saying much. This cast's more real than my imaginary friend. Like, wow. Sure is real. Oh, meanwhile, Noble Wings is, yeah, he's gonna be able to waveform away. I was thinking he was dead, but then I remembered this is Morphling we're talking about. It's very hard to lock down and stun something made of water. Just go out there. See if you can stun the ocean. Good luck. Yurgity, though, not so much. Apparently, it's a lot easier to stun spirits. Who would have known? Not me. I know you can freeze water, though, so maybe that's what they're planning to do later on. Should have picked Crystal Maiden. Oh, well. Yasha actually coming up for Morphling seems to be the item of choice this game for mid lane. Drow, who was apparently expelled from somewhere. Hopefully it wasn't the Archery Academy, because if your Drow Ranger got expelled from the Archery Academy, you might be in a bad spot. But they do have the medallion up on Visage. Visage getting very low farm for what we'd expect. An expelled. We'll have a bounty rune picked up, but they're going to jump on the Visage in the meantime, and they'll take him down pretty quickly. The birds. Oh, one more hit would do the job, but actually, that familiar will live. Nicely done there. Drow was looking for a Roche. Won't be able to do it. Will instead just try to farm some Ancients until Visage is back up. They need that medallion if they're going to take Roche. Now, KY going to get hit, bashed twice, and taken down. Shredder, now on a mega kill streak, will run away. Big Bad Bird just faking the ult. But they know. They know where Noble Wings is. And Yurgity, well, they knew where Yurgity was, and oh my, ow. Ow. Volvo, please. As meanwhile, Drow will go down on the bot lane to Nusham. It looks like a Lasgunya Blade.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
We'll take him on down. I'm lagging just a little bit here. 67 milliseconds. Sure. Sure. That's what it is.
Dire's top tower is under attack.
Don't forget, guys, right after this, we're going to have a Shark versus Shark showdown. That's right, Brazil versus Argentina. It's Isris up against Megalodon. Shredder, though, meanwhile, getting, well, waveformed and pretty much dead. There's a Sanjin Yasha and a Mask of Madness up on the Big Bad Bird. I think he thinks he's playing 6.83 Sniper. But hopefully not. A stun comes through from Lina. Jenkins in a lot of trouble. He'll go down as they already took down another there. Big Bad Bird on the back end, but can he do enough here? Morphling going to reality into his replicate. They do bring down Vengeful Spirit at least. But Shadow Fiend going to go down in return. And it's a full 5-man wipe there. Actually, next level coming back into this game quite smoothly as they'll pick up a 2k gold swing just off of 3 of those kills. And we can see on the graph a sharp downward spike. It was almost at that 12k, 10k breaking point, but not quite yet. And meanwhile, they are going to get their Roche. So this will at least create enough space around the map to do that. It looks like a Mask of Madness, of course, coming up for Drow. Then we'll probably see something more agility focused in just a second. Morphling actually picking up the Aegis here. A little interesting, but Drow feeling a little more safe. Only 2 deaths on her. Well, there are 2 on the Morphling, but apparently he feels a bit more fragile. This will let him go more agility focused though for a little bit. And he's going to go straight for the E-Blade after the Yasha. But the armor reduction coming out from Leviathan is going to make their physical damage quite strong. And that's where a hero like Earthshaker, well, luckily he bought out his Blink Dagger before Morphling came into the picture there. This Morphling will have the backup hero ready to go. Ready to pop out if he has to.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Meanwhile, on the bot lane though. Excuse me, Drow attacking the tower down. Keep in mind we are getting 25 extra damage onto the boar with that. Some people think the boar is just a boring animal, but no, he is not. Indeed, he is quite majestic. I mean, look at him. Just look at him do his work there. It's so beautiful. Meanwhile, though, on the other side of the river, we have the Big Bad Bird taking down the mid tower, at least attempting to, and this is one place where their armor reduction is not going to kick in quite as well. They will TP some downward here, as Shredder will actually come in here. Nushim throwing out a Laguna Blade onto Noble Wings, but can't quite bring him down. The Strength Morph too strong, and actually Shredder already on the sidelines. They'll try to take down Lina, who does put Yules on Yurgity into the air, but that's 3 down for the side of Leviathan, and that's a triple kill for Expelled here. Who, wait, when did... Oh, Earthshaker was there already. Okay, I missed that completely.
Radiant's bottom tower is under attack. Radiant structures are fortified. Radiant's bottom tower is under attack.
Big Red Bird. Can he hit with a stun? We have some bird stuns coming down. Apparently he is not as big and bad as his brothers. I will say, though, the Mask of Madness here will give him a lot of attack speed to be able to take down those birds a lot quicker. This is Birdicide. Well, what's Latin for bird? I don't know. We'll see KY farming up the jungle. I would like to see him start picking up this Inner Beast so they can push a bit more, or a Blink, or a Necronomicon, or anything. He's got a Drum, which is very nice for this early push they want to pull off. A nice situational item. It's going to give him a lot of stats to work with. Drow will have a Yasha coming in here, and a Ring of Aquila complete very soon. Bird giving them, well, was giving them a hunk of vision. Where is it? That's actually Shadow Demon getting caught out here in the river. Will disrupt himself. Shredder with the two-man stun. Flying Zebra able to get the ult off and walk away. Noble Wings will bring him down, but Shredder already taken down one. Does have a amplified damage to work with as well, but he'll get juked. Unfortunately, that'll take him down at KY. He does have a roar. He does have that inner beast up, and Shredder might just walk right into him as that'll come through. He does have that BKB up. Now KY getting hit with that. He will roar, stunning him up. Lots of damage coming through from the Visage Familiars, and actually a three-man stun out from Lina, who has to run now. No rhyme intended.
Dire's bottom tower is under attack.
And yeah, that was the power of that Drow Aura on the Visage Birds, doing a ton of work. Nova Wings, not going to get hit too hard, except for that Echo Slam, which does come out. However, Drow's damage is too high, and while they'll take down the Aegis, they won't take down much more. Fight recap going to show us a 600 gold sling headed toward NLBA. Yeah, if I see a large stone wall, that was probably Earthshaker. Thank you very much. I'll remember that one for the future. If somebody could give me a kappa in chat to go with my comment, that'd be great. Oh, get your little camera out of here. Where did that Tours emote even come from? Who on earth thought that was a good idea? Noble Wings, though, picking up the E-Blade. And we're going to see a lot of damage. In fact, he's sitting on 97 base agility. And 71 on the back of that. Keep in mind, also in 6.84, this was a kind of hidden change, but since both Eagle Song and Ghost Scepter had their costs reduced, E-Blade had its costs reduced as well, and by a pretty significant amount, if I do say so myself. Shadow Fiend does have this BKB up, which is still 10 seconds if he can get a use off of it. But Noble Wings, if he's quick enough on the trigger finger, he actually is not. As Big Bad Bird will end up going down, though, thanks to the Beastmaster Roar. Nushim gonna get swapped out here. There's still a stun available if they can close the distance. They're nice fissure from Jenkins, though. The only one that'll slip by is that slippery Morphling, who actually doesn't have enough mana to get out to his replicate. He'll just TP back home. And Visage already having an Ags. I was talking a few moments ago about how, okay, Visage doesn't fly any much farm. Well, turns out he's actually got quite a good chunk of farm. Sitting net worth-wise ahead of the offlane of Jenkins, and just behind that Lina by about 100 gold there. Okay, good. Made sure we had a kappa there. Thank you guys in chat. I appreciate that. Even the guy with the little camera mocking my skill, or lack thereof, rather. He even put a cap out. Good. I appreciate it. I know we've built a community here that will stand the test of time, ladies and gents. Flying Zebra Dota gonna get caught out, or find the bird, rather, and find some other birds, which tickle just a little bit more. Drow Aura is on cooldown. But Sparky actually gonna get spotted out, I believe, by that Shatter Poison. They are gonna make a replicate of Drow, which, let's keep in mind, if I'm not mistaken, I can't check now, because I always forget to check after whatever, but it is gonna hit relatively hard, if I'm not mistaken. Oh, wait, that's the actual Drow. It won't tell me what the actual damage is, though. TP home from Morphling just to hopefully scare them off. He does have 15 seconds. He can get to the team. Unfortunately for them, Roche doesn't respawn for a while, and Solution's like, guys, I'm ready. I'm ready. All jittery with the Mask of Madness. Let's go. Let's do it. No. You gotta actually be ready. Drow's Mask of Madness is going to be used here in the woods to take down this ancient camp. Earthshaker with the Hand of Midas. Now, last night I remember during the Red Bull Battlegrounds cast, they said that Luo with the Hand of Midas, well, that's some big shoes to fill, because previously I think the only one with the Hand of Midas was FY in a legendary Earthshaker game. Well, Jenkins, I think, has even bigger shoes to fill. He's quite the offlane player, but doesn't have too much to work with here, but is going to start getting some use out of that Midas and hopefully climbing up the ranks in this net worth chart to catch back up with Beastmaster, which Newsham still keeping about 400 gold ahead of him, as that will be a bottle from the Big Bad Bird. Just headed off to Newsham for now. The Big Bad Bird opting to pick up his stat-focused items. He's moved on to bigger and better things, and his poor bottle sent to the support. They do see Roche just as it spawns here, thanks to the Visage Birds, the familiars there. But unfortunately for them, Leviathan is right over here, and I believe they've seen most of the team here. They'll actually smoke. Little do they know, they smoked right under the ward.
Radiant's middle tower is under attack.
And now, hopefully we see next level backing up a bit. Sparky the Sharky, you gotta run, mate. They are going to look to go into the pit here, and this could get very bad as the Observer is placed down. The Courier reveals their intentions, and they'll actually find the Visage on the back end of the fight. Are his birds still alive? They are. All three of them. The Beastmaster Bird, not so lucky. He's like, guys, can you help me out here, Bird Brothers? They're like, no, we're done. But Big Bad Bird going to pop the BKB. Will get roared before he's able to charge up that ulti, but a nice stun out from Shredder there will enable him to get it off. That's Drow's mega kill streak going the way of the Big Bad Bird. And, you have a Laguna out on Morphling. Yurgity trapped in between his own illusions. Tries to Ghost Scepter, doesn't quite make it out. That's a full 5-man wipe for Leviathan. And now they will take their spoils. That's going to be the Roche. And the Aegis as well. Shredder going to be able to pop that with Amplified Damage. And just watch how fast it melts. And then watch as next level, watch in horror as they send the Visage Birds around. They may try to deny the Aegis. Can they get it up? Is it? Deny it! Kill it! Nope, you can't, actually. As they just feed their birds to a slightly larger bird. That's very unfortunate. Luckily, Visage does have some fresh birds to work with. He's probably working toward that solar crest. And he definitely needs it. Now, Earthshaker, last we saw him, he just picked up this Midas. Still ain't got much with it yet. We'll get himself a boar there. And Morphling has picked up a Manta style, probably moving into something like Scotty, stats-oriented, and a Butterfly actually coming up on the bad bird. He's the, I believe, the 5th bird we have on the field here. Considering the 3 Visage Birds, 1 Beastmaster Bird, there he is. He's kind of hard to track down sometimes, but actually Morphling gonna find Jenkins down here and make it away almost for free, using the ult to get back home, and then just TP straight back out to A lane. Where is he? Never mind, I was right the first time, kind of. It's him and KY are trying to push out here. They do have a Necro level 1 coming up right now. Or level 2, excuse me. Coming up. The Necro 1 is up, brother. You can already see the effect of this extra 35 attack speed on the Morphling. Getting a good chunk of extra damage out of it. Seeing as he already hits like a small truck. But more and more, the Big Bad Bird turning into the carry, the Team Shredder turning into the initiator. And this is one of those heroes we see Shredder play very well, is the Slaughter. He has got that AC up. Probably looking at just getting another big item. Oh, Birds killed Roche. Anyways, I'm an idiot. Report, please. Thank you, stream. If it weren't for you, I wouldn't have realized it, and I feel like a complete turd for it. Wow. Anyways, next level in game number 2 here, looking okay at least. But not amazing. There's a 6k gold lead for Leviathan, a 12k XP lead as well, and most of that, I think, can be contributed to their Midases. They've been able to get quite a decent bit of extra XP with those. The one on Shredder and the one on Jenkins. Oh good, my adoring fans still appreciate me casting the game for us, even if I'm really stupid and don't recognize the familiar's kill for Roche. I was really expecting them to deny the Aegis, and I'm sitting there like, okay, where is it? Where is it? Come on! Come on! And then it didn't happen, and I'm like, well, nothing happened. Didn't pay attention to the sidebar, didn't pay attention to the lady saying Roshan has fallen to the Dire, not the Radiant. There. Meanwhile, I literally blink, and there goes Morphling. A Gem of Truesight taken as well. I mean, there goes Shadow Demon. Poor Flying Zebra. He's not flying very long. He must have been flying a little low to the water. Familiar's just kind of hanging out in the base, you know? No Drought Aura used. Nothing to do for them. Actually, we're going to pick up that next level in the marksmanship right now, and now they'll be even more effective as Drown's Aura now gives 64 bonus damage. Sparky the Sharky, only level 12, but still getting a lot out of these familiars, definitely, including a Roche kill that I still will not live down. Caster choked hard. Roche respawning in 4 minutes here. Actually, a very short respawn timer. And there is that Solar Crest done for Visage as well, which is going to be very good. It's actually called Shine. Huh. What is the medallion one called? Just out of curiosity here. Valor. Okay. Learn something new every day, I guess. And he will have a Sentry Ward as well. Still no racks taken by either team, and Jenkins and company sitting very comfortably at their net worth and experience lead. However, Jenkins himself not sitting quite as comfortably. He's got a 4 staff now at least. Still sitting behind the Visage and the Beastmaster and his own teammate, the Lina, in terms of net worth. Of course, Lina having 4 kills will do a lot, and Jenkins only having that 1, but yeah.
Dire's middle tower is under attack.
Noble Wings on the bot lane. Coming in here. Yergity TPing out, actually. Shadowblade, though, coming up for the Shadow Fiend. It fits the character. I actually personally like this item a lot. But keep in mind, I play pubs at the 3K level. Of course I like Shadowblade because it works. Nobody buys the detection because it's the 3K level. Are you surprised? You shouldn't be. We do have a bit of a pause coming out from Morphblink. But of course, that'll enable him to get his ult off from the cover of invisibility. Where in other situations, he's had problems with Primal Roar, which has just been like, oh, hey, rah! There you go. I yelled at you. And now for some reason, you're just standing there stunned because you can't figure out why I yelled at you. One minute, they might be getting a different server. Okay. No problem, no problem. It appears we have a celebrity in our midst, though. Kodiak the Legend may be going to TI5. Good luck to you, bro, in the open qualifiers. Look out for Boreal and Pain, because they want to make it. I know, for sure. And I'm sure you want to make it as well, but... One sec, my TeamSpeak server crashed. I'm gonna go grab a Red Bull. Of course, we are recording this. It's gonna be up on YouTube. You can search for Truesight TV and you'll probably be able to find it. I asked for slaughter before this game started. It's all I ever wanted. Can I give a shout out to my country? Burma! All I ever needed is here in my arms. Nusham. Let's see, what is exactly in Nusham's arm? Did they call GG? There's nothing. Nusham needs nothing. That was the wrong one. Okay, everybody ready. I had a bit of a server swap or something for the VoIP or something. Jenkins, you're my hero. Please don't beat me. Well, I guess NLBA won, guys. Jenkins actually getting chased down here. They didn't pop the Drow Aura. Now Shredder getting swapped, but of course will blink himself back. An interesting tactic would be to get a Lotus Orb, is that what it's called? And put it on the hero you think Shredder will first amplify, and so Shredder amplifies himself. And if he's sprinting, that is a lot of extra damage. Actually, Nushim, in a lot of trouble. He'll get hit with the E-Blade, etc. But we'll be able to use himself up there. He'll be safe. Meanwhile, Shadowfiend with the Silver Edge picked up here. And that will be very effective, mostly against the Drow Ranger. Well, you say, well, Revo, why is that? Let me explain to you. Silver Edge is one of the most ridiculously imagined items ever. For 4 seconds after you hit him, or is it 4? I think it's 5. It's 5. Excuse me. They don't have their passive abilities, is the main thing. And Drow, without her marksmanship, basically might as well be swinging a wet noodle. She's got a bow that fires pool noodles. Now, before you say that's really cool, it's not going to hurt anyone. These are like dry pool noodles fresh from Walmart. Not soaking wet pool noodles that completely wreck them. Like, you're not going to get that satisfying thwomp as you hit them. It's just going to be kind of... Anyways. Anyways, we do see Jenkins getting taken down there. They do know Roche is up, though. Somebody does. The bird. The bird has spoken. I've never heard it say anything, but apparently it told the team Roche is up. And Finch told the team that they're here. Guys, we found him. As, they're probably going to take Roche here. In fact, with the amplified damage, I don't think NLBA can even make it here in time. As Lena will grab a bounty rune. They'll send some illusions scouting, and they're like, guys, we just got in. No. Not going to be able to do it. Cheese even picked up for Lena. She did sit down her bottle of wine for this cheese, so she won't be able to enjoy it as, people. Intent. Sorry, I was looking for a word and then I just kind of gave up for a second. And then realized I never finished my sentence, so that's really awkward. Jenkins, or excuse me, not Jenkins, Newsham. Gonna be clearing some trees over here, some deforestation. Jenkins, though, he does have that Echo Slam ready. They do hit Big Bad Bird with a pretty decently sized adaptive strike. Trying to bait out that BKB. Hoping he can't tell the difference between the E-Blade and the other, but Noble Wings actually getting hit with the Laguna Blade. Shredder will come back in here and stun 3. Expelled, able to BKB himself up, but Shredder trying to take him down, looking for the bashes. Can he find him? Expelled, trying to get back, does manage to kite him enough, and actually that extra attack speed coming from the Mask of Madness is doing a lot. We do see Beastmaster buying him back into the game. Newsham eating the cheese, but he's not going to last very long. Echo Slam on 4 from Jenkins Dota, and he'll take down... well, 4 as well. Sparky the Sharky in a lot of trouble, gonna fall as well. Only buyback on the Drow. And next level, gonna lose an entire Rax. Because of it. Do they give in? Do they call the GG? Or do they hold on for something? They do have some birds. Yeah, those birds don't do much right now. They'll take a second Rax. Okay, Drow will buy back. I think this is to... oh, the aura's not up for creeps. Work on my analogies, please. That analogy was golden. Don't even talk to me like that. Shredder does take down a Drow illusion, of all things, and Expelled. Getting hit with the real amplified damage now. They still have half a Rax. Oh my... Lanta? Expelled has been expelled from the game. And that's Mega Creeps for your Radiant team. They're just having fun now. The Big Bad Bird getting hit by some Visage Familiar. Shredder going to go down, but he's got the Aegis to work with. Big Bad Bird going to go down as well. But he'll at least throw out that aura. And Yerkity, actually a BKB coming out on Slaughter. Our Noble Wings going to get stunned up there. But Shredder, he's slow. He's so slow, in fact. The boar is doing too much, as actually MKB will be coming up for him. He does have 5k gold available. In fact, all these heroes on Leviathan currently have buyback available, except for Jenkins. Yes, the Jinkster does have a sheep stick, though, to console himself and comfort himself with. Oh, for a second I was thinking Lena knows where he is. Well, yes, she does, but she's on his team, so it's okay, guys. Work on my analogies, please. You take away Drow's agility. She's shooting dry pool noodles at you. Wow. Her bow has become basically a glorified t-shirt cannon. Alright, Radiant, who wants some free t-shirts, huh? Because actually, the 3 core is going to make an offense here with the Visage Birds as well. And they actually do more than enough damage. They don't pop the Drow Aura yet. And Morphling going in deep will actually make it out. Meanwhile, though, the Dire are in a lot of trouble. Visage destroying the mid tower with these familiars. They did just pop the Drow Aura, and you can see the racks begin to fall, but Big Bad Bird coming in here. The familiar's not doing enough here, it looks like. As Noble Wings will get hit hard. Oh, there was a Boots of Travel in there on something. They do get Yurgity into the team fight here. It's looking a little clowny, but Morphling is actually brought back into the game. Visage's Effigy gets destroyed back at the base. It's good game called. They know they can't hold out much longer against these Megas. They gave a formidable effort, but the Echo Slam for Jenkins might be the last ult casted this game, as they will take the series 2-0, guys. I'm SP Revolution 5 for Truesight TV. Thank you guys for watching. Don't go anywhere, though. We've got Brazil versus Argentina up in just a second for Truesight TV. I hopefully will be joined by someone there. Starts in about 20 minutes. I'll be getting the lobby up on screen for you guys as soon as possible. But if you're leaving because, hey, no American Dota, that's fine. There's no other competitive Dota on anywhere as far as I know. But you can follow at Truesight TV on Facebook, on Twitter, on everything. Also Twitch TV, of course, Master Revolution 5, and also check out the information below. There's a donate link. There's also a link where you can contact Twitch and say, hey, I really like this channel. Could you please partner them, talk to them about it, and see what we got about that. That's about all I've got for now. We'll have the next game coming up in about 19 minutes, guys, so don't go anywhere. It'll be coming up now.